So then on Saturday, what happens is at about noon, you have, and I should say there was also, I guess, 100 Christian ministers also protesting these people. So it was a wide range of people, as well as, I guess, a lot of Charlottesville folks who were just unhappy with a lot of these out-of-town white supremacists coming to, and Nazi groups coming to the protest. So you had at about noon the fascists basically left the park that they were attempting to occupy. I guess it's Lee Park. And the counter-protesters were marching, and from what I understand, it was sort of a celebratory type of situation where they were marching down this street. Like I say, they were walking around two cars that were obviously sort of like just caught in it. We're slowly going through the crowd, and this 20-year-old James Alex Fields rammed his car into them, killing one woman and injuring 35. Here is, this is really sort of difficult. Apparently this guy was from Ohio. And here are some journalists who had found his mom, a woman named Samantha Bloom, I guess, in Maumee, Ohio. And, oh, is she in a wheelchair there? It's possible.
She might be sitting on the ground.
I've seen reports
too.
that she's a paraplegic, but I'm not sure about that. I don't know. I don't know if she's sitting on the ground or what the story is. But here it is as journalists break the news to his mother. And this is what I think is, really important to understand. This guy, James Alex Fields, identified this rally in his mind as an alt-right rally. In his mind, he believed he was a member of the alt-right. In showing up wearing the Vanguard America garb and literally a shield that he was carrying. And you can go to bloodandsoil.org to read their manifesto, calling for fascism, saying the free market's not the enemy, but global finance is, all of the trappings. None of the specific words. You could sit down and deliver this manifesto to a Dave Rubin, let's say, and he would just sit there and say, I haven't heard anything explicitly racist. But they all know what they're talking about. This is the alt-right. People have said to me, like, why aren't you calling them Nazis and KKK? I am. They're the alt-right. That's the thing that binds them. Their belief system is perhaps slightly nuanced and different depending on each particular group. But they share the common agenda. And certainly that's how he identified it. And here is his mom, who clearly kept herself at arm's length from his politics and never imagined just how rancid those politics were.
Virginia or somewhere.
That's what,
right?
yeah,
Okay.
Charlottesville, Virginia. And again, right now he's just accused, but there was video of him running his car into
the crowd. And there's
Running his car into a crowd of people?
Yeah.
Did it
There's-
hurt anybody?
Yeah, there's one fatality, and I want to say 24 people have been injured. Sorry. Get a quote?
My name's Samantha Bloom. I'm his mother.
Very good. I'm so sorry. This is a terrible way for you to hear this one.
You haven't been notified at all about this?
No.
Wow. So this is the first you're learning of it?
So sorry. Was there any indication that this might be kind of where he was going?
I just knew he was going to a rally. I mean, you know, I try to stay out of his political views. We don't, you know, I don't really get too involved. I moved him out to his own apartment, so I'm watching his cat.
So
I
sorry.
mean,
The human part needs very.
like I said, I don't really talk to him about his, you know, political views. I mean, so I don't really understand or what the rally was about or anything, so.
Okay.
I just know there is he did mention, what is Albright? What is it?
Alt-right?
Albright.
No, alt-right. It's like alternative right.
Right.
It's
Leaning,
ultra-conservative white supremacist organizations.
I didn't know it was white supremacists. I thought it had something to do with Trump.
It
Trump's not a
loosely
supremacist.
does.
Yeah. Thought it had something to do with Trump. She was actually right about that. Had a lot to do with Trump. And this is, you know, to the extent that there's some lessons to be learned from Charlottesville, and obviously, certainly for the police forces, there are. But there seems to be a lot of lessons that need to be learned by the mainstream media, and for just broadly speaking, the American public when it comes to Donald Trump. Those guys in the vanguard America certainly think of themselves as the alt-right. They are crying out literally in their manifesto for a new Caesar and then go dressing like Donald Trump at the golf course. And I mean, you know, it's the denial on behalf of the American public in some respects to this. It's been quite obvious. You know, Steve Bannon doesn't just end up there by chance. Jeff Sessions doesn't just end up there by chance. Stephen Miller doesn't just end up there by chance. Yeah, I mean, I know they're white supremacists, white nationalists. I overlook that because they're really good. I mean, you can really write a press release. Hi, folks. Sam Seder here. We still need your help on our Patreon page. YouTube ads have come back, but not nearly as much as we had before. So if you can help us out, any little bit helps. Head over to our Patreon page right at this URL, and you'll help us keep helping you by making videos